See what happens when you raise that frequency? That's the example of 5G. My phone is completely charged. I charged both my phones before I got out here, right? My phones are completely charged. We just had a lot of people in here. Hopefully we can get y'all back. If not, then hey, I'm just going to go in. So that dragon talk, when it talks about Jesus saying, or Isa saying, flesh eat of my flesh, bone of my bones, that is a ritual. That's a ritual that dragons, because when the Syrians came down here and visit their their children, the Dogons, right? The dog people, right? The king was said to come down, right? It's called Ranat Inku. It is the act of self-sacrifice. What the king did was slice and cut himself up and sacrifice himself, and allowed the next intercession king to eat him. And that's what it was. So when people talking about all this, oh yeah, you know, because they don't have abilities, they can't do this. Look, everything around me is not moving by coincidence. Watch. Look, everything is moving around me because they don't have the abilities to become one with nature. They don't have the abilities to become one with nature. Look, light, dark. Everything moves when you move. You have to learn how to become one with nature. If I'm moving nature, is nature moving me? We are one. But with the next wave of 5G, they can shut your phone off from a distance. Oh yeah, they can hit you with an elf wave and paralyze you, and you be stuck. What you think be happening when them news reporters be on TV and they glitching and shit? Yeah, that's them hitting them with them waves to the brain. Everything is going to be from a distance. ELF waves. So I was going in on a tangent in the last one, and they cut me off, but that's what I just wanted to tell y'all. Let's talk about the dragon. The dragon is the earth. We are on Tiamat's heart. Okay? I want to pull out some pictures right now. The earth itself is a living, breathing organism. Ashe, ashe. Okay? The earth itself is a living, breathing organism. So look at the dimensions. Okay? I'm going to show y'all this. Calm down, Lynn. The first dimension has to deal with survival. Your second dimension, this is within yourself. Dimensions within dimensions is breathing. The third one is creativity. The fourth dimension is love. These are all what you need to ascend to the other side. Okay? Breathing, see, breathing, creativity, appreciation, such like that. All right. Boom. The number 13 is synonymous with what? The dragon. There's 13 stars in the Draco constellation. Notice Hu, Ah, Om, Hum, Hum, Ha, Om, Sham. Now, these are the utterances of dragons. Okay? Because Hu is the beginning. That is Mother Hubbard. See? Your soul star chakra, you start unlocking the higher, and then boom, you're at the stellar gateway. I'm gonna do another video on time soon. See what I can pull out of here for y'all. Okay, boom. More research on these things to prove what I say. Okay, the Renaki was a communication satellite station built to be used as a bond between the Anunnaki. Notice it's Anunnaki, not Anunnaki, right? Because of the G has to deal with what? Serpents, the Nagi, the Naga, the Nagaru. So living on the planet Ki, Earth, also known as Tiamat, and those who manned the craft Nibiru, the Agigi. He also built a place called Larsa, meaning seeing the red light, to keep close relationship between the Anunnaki and the Agigi. The Agigi are those beings who stayed in the skies and manned the craft Nibiru when the Anunnaki came down to Earth, to Ki, Earth. When the word Agigi means those who stayed in the skies, and those in the Sumerians it says those who see and observe. The Agigi remained in a constant orbit around the planet Tiamat, Earth. If you Google Tiamat, it is the dragon. They show you that all the barons stole your history and they slayed the dragon. They killed the earth. And this is what happens in the destruction of Atlantis. This is what happened to the destruction of Lemuria. These machines came and they destroyed our earth. They destroyed Tiamat. And that's what that symbol is. When they show you the trident and them wearing the onus, them wearing the fish suits. The fish are your ancestors. The dolphins and stuff are your ancestors. We sent human genes here on a highly ancient dolphin that was able to germinate the planet so that way we can self-replicate ourselves. You have a DNA sequence within you, right? That allows for self-replication. It's called DNA 818. Okay, this comes from amphibians. You have so many different parts of yourself from other species that are organic, but if you look at your DNA now, you have deletions. You have RHs and negatives and stuff like that in recessive genes because they are implanting you through your food. They're implanting you through all these things. So it says those who stay in the skies, they remain in constant orbit around the planet Tiamat, Earth, and act as emissaries and intermediaries between Earth and Tiamat. I mean, between Tiamat and Nibiru, or Earth and that. So the Earth itself, let's make sure I got. And that's what you have is Tiamat, Mayat, Re, All. If you look at the word material, you get Mayat, Re, All. And then you got Abzu, which is a whole nother concept, which is the father dragon. Okay, here's the dimensions right here. Try to make sure I don't lose anything. Oh, that's the map. And when they did that, right? When they altered time, this goes back into the smoking with the gods. When they altered time, right? And they came back and did it again using the Mandela effect. These are the same beings who have the Hadron Colliders in CERN, which are showing you the Shiva, the god they worship. California was an island. Okay? Woo, we got a lot of wind coming. So, where we at with this? All right, so look at the dimensions within yourself. Okay, so each chakra is associated to a dimension. I don't know if y'all can see that. Okay, so the base core chakra is your nature, your subconscious. All right, that's your genetic materials. That's the source. The Kiox, or the Madura, is the five senses. So that connects you to, you know what I'm saying? Those are the first two stages. Then we're going to go up a little bit. So when you get to fifth dimension, you get to the realm of thought. That's psychic consciousness. Okay. When you hit the sixth dimension, you're talking about transcendent consciousness. All right. That's the realm where we transmute to the pineal gland, which is the Ajna, which is the land of pineal. Okay. The land of pineal is the ether. Okay, then you got the 8, which is the super consciousness. This is the peak energy. You feel ecstasy when you're at this level of consciousness. Then you reach the soul level. The 6 is where it's the spiral. It goes low. The 9 is the opposite of that, so that's the soul. 6 is spirit, 9 ether is soul. 6 ether is spirit, 9 ether is soul. Okay, a lot of people, y'all could check this out. Dr. Eileen Bay talks about this. So when you're at the 9th dimension, you're in the realm of the soul. When you're at the 10th dimension, right, you're at the stellar gateway. That is the ability to project your consciousness universe in the sun, to project consciousness universe in the sun. Then at the 11th dimension, that is the universal gateway, the galactic level of consciousness and manifestation of source. Then at the 12th dimension, where I come from 12th dimension. This is why I have 12th dimensional DNA, and I bring you this information. The cosmic gateway, universal consciousness and return to source, return to primordial. We return to chaos. You return to chaos. So when y'all see them splitting up the dragon or killing the dragon, this is a representation of them killing your kundalini, putting a block on your DNA from being able to be accessed, putting on a lock on your mind. That is what it represents. Google Reptilium B13. Okay? Now, what happened to those Elvins, right, that destroyed themselves, apparently, is they became your gray aliens. Yeah. See, y'all don't know the story that the gray aliens were actually humanoid once, right? But they fucked themselves up so much that they have to use what? Technology, to where they're drones now. They're drones for the lesser reptilian species who came and genetically modified themselves as well. Okay? So when they talk about reptilians, they're talking about good and bad. Most of the time they tell you about the bad ones. Not saying that they're all good, but the ones who are indigenous to Earth, who realm this is. We are the ones that created the dinosaurs. Before you were a human, you existed in a far different nature. You might have had the soul of a dinosaur. You won't know unless you get a regression. You know, unless you get a starseed reading, or we tap into those frequencies. But you existed here as a tree. You existed here as the water. You existed here. This is your land. So y'all watch out for these emissaries of light and stuff like that, and these YouTube people who are all a part of the agenda. That's why I've been going to YouTube, but I haven't transitioned fully. But when I come to YouTube, y'all better be ready, because I'm dropping knowledge. It's not going to be none of this shit that anybody talking about, none of this basic stuff. A lot of people be talking and they just talk just to talk. I'm walking it, I'm living it, I'm breathing it, and I'm here. So a lot of people be like, we're glad to have you back, Inky. We're glad to this and this and this. I'm glad to be back, because a lot of this information needs to get out, and a lot of people are giving y'all misinformation. 95% of y'all get misinformation or secondhand information. Or the information is so fragmented that by the time you get it, it's just a taste. A lot of people get frustrated when they come to me about certain things and they get shut down. You know, I'm looking for my tribe. I'm looking for my soul people. I am your oversoul. I am the oversoul of the earth. So when I speak for the souls of the earth and inside the earth. I speak for those who do not have a voice. There are inner earth humans among you who are nice. I've met them. I'm friends with a lot of inner earth humans. You can tell they're inner earth humans because their eyes are huge. Their eyes are huge. Their parts of their faces are distorted. I'll try to take a picture of one when I catch him, because he be still in the neighborhood. Because there's an underground facility where I stay at. There's an underground facility, and you'll see inner earth humans wandering. That's why in California there's so many homeless. That's why in the United States there's so many homeless, because a lot of these motherfuckers was genetic experiments. They was genetic experiments, and they got the chance to come up. It's easy to wipe away somebody's memory. I've seen MIB. The Men in Black are a synthetic humanoid species. They've been around since what, since the beginning. Y'all gotta understand, y'all got super soldiers coming in the next wave. Psychic super soldiers. Y'all got a whole bunch of stuff coming, and y'all better be prepared. Y'all better be working on y'all abilities. Y'all better be studying up, because this next wave is not gonna care. If you're not ready to defend the earth, get off the earth. If you're not ready to defend the earth, get off. If you're not ready to defend self and your tribe, go. Because in the last days, when this shit hit the fan and they keep distracting y'all, they keep distracting y'all. All they gotta do is kill a celebrity. That's all they gotta do is kill somebody. Man, of course they're gonna try to block from sharing because they don't want the spirit that's within me. They don't want the Lord of the earth to speak, but I'm speaking. I'm speaking, and I don't care. It's many people who try to shut me up. It's many people who try to think they're gonna throw something. But if you come at the king, you best not miss. Practice makes perfect, of course. Practice makes perfect. So if you're gonna come, and you know what I'm saying, all are called, but very few are chosen. It says in the last days there will be many false Christ or false prophets. And now every time you look on YouTube, there's somebody's a prophet or somebody's channeling Inky. If you're channeling Inky, that means I'm projecting a signal for you to reach, but you don't have a higher enough perception or consciousness to understand that a person who is a God in the flesh is sending you these vibrations so you can spread the message. Don't get confused. That is not who you are. That is who I am, because I am who I am. And this is why I come and speak. This is why I'm not afraid. I tell everybody, I am the Lord of the earth. I am the Lord in Kai, in I, with an X, with a click. Facts. With the click. You pronounce my name with the click. So if somebody says Lord Inky, you look at them stupid. Like, you don't even know the secret. You don't even know the secret to the click, which is reptilian. Because what do reptilians do? We speak in clicks. The oldest people on earth, right? They speak in what? They're called the cosign and the exocius. They speak with click and X's. The X represents the 10th codon in your DNA. The X, the part where your DNA creates an X, right? That's the crossing inside of you. I placed it there. This is how I know about all these DNA sequences. You got Michael Lee Hill talking about he's Lord. Come on. Dude, you're a musician. I am that I am. You're a musician. Michael B. Hill is a fraud. That is a reanimated dead program. What they do is they used to go. Did y'all know they used to eat mummies? Oh yeah, they used to find our bodies and eat them as when they were mummies. Reanimated Dead program is a program that has been launched by Montauk, where they go back in time and they also go back into some of these places where these ancient bodies are found, right? And of people, and they reanimate them. They bring them back to life. They resurrect them. Exactly. Exactly. Hey, so you at the crossroads. So when you what was I saying now? Yeah, we losing all this paper. So when you go into, yeah, like you said, when you go into trance, I do too. I'm all serpent. I've seen my eyes shapeshift into serpent eyes. This is why my eyes are so black. When that Kundalini force, the Jedi force, because when you raise your Kundalini, right, you could do some amazing things. I think I can catch maybe some of it, but maybe later or in a little bit after I smoke and do a meditation, I'll do show y'all how to use some of these abilities. I will go live again and show y'all how to move. It's already kind of windy, but y'all get that we're being one with nature. So if you can't move with the wind and allow the wind to move you and that certain Kundalini force and energy to hit you, then I don't know what to tell you. Not everybody has a Kundalini. They keep trying to bundle us up in this love and light thing, and it's bullshit because we're not all the same, or else we all be getting killed the same. So they're harvesting, the gray aliens are harvesting melanated DNA right now. They're harvesting your organs right now. That's what these children go missing while people are pregnant. In certain stages of their pregnancy, the baby's gone. Like, there's no baby here, but the baby's gone. That is the gray aliens. And that's what the representation of the owl is. The representation of the bee. You feel me? This is programming. Motherfuckers getting bee tattoos. Y'all following Beyonce. Who's a reincarnated or reanimated dead. They take these ancient beings or these ancient people who were your celebrities back then, and they reanimate them. This is how you see them. This is how you got doppelgangers. They reanimate them. They clone them, and all types of shit. All types of shit. They do all these crazy things and behind closed doors, because if you knew what reality really was, you shit yourself and die. Shit you not. If you knew what reality really was beyond the veil. And I'm starting a YouTube page, y'all, and it's called The Other Side of the Rabbit Hole. Everybody talks about the rabbit hole, the rabbit hole, the rabbit hole. What happens when you get to the other side of the rabbit hole? Anybody can tell me. I can, because I'm on the other side of it. I walk through the rabbit hole. Changing eyes at will. You have to activate. You have to activate your reptilian brain. Your reptilian brain controls your retinal functions. Think about it. Your pineal gland, everything's connected to this little soul center here, and this is how you shift your eyes. I'm not sure if I used to be able to do it at will, but you can see my eyes, and you'll see that little bit of light glare in there. Yeah, you can tell I have a soul of a reptilian. So, the rugged man. So, y'all got any questions before I go? I just want to show y'all. Oh yeah, and I want to show y'all the Earth's chakras. The Earth has chakras. The Earth has energy center points. They are trying to fuck it up. They are really trying to prolong, because what's behind our sun is Nibiru. They're trying to blow up Nibiru right now, bro. They're trying to blow it up. Amun Ra. Amura. You're talking about Amarutu, or Marduk, or Mars dog. So y'all got any questions, y'all can always book me for starseed readings. I'm the first person to really start actually having people access their extraterrestrial selves. Okay, accessing their constellation, taking them on visitation. My science is so deep that people have literally told me they will pay me for information that they can find within themselves. You can pay for a reading, all this stuff, but you can't pay for a freaking me to just give you information. That's my energy. That's my currency. That's my wavelength. You don't have wealth without wavelength, currency, and any of these things. And everybody, take this with you when you go into the astral planes. Your information is currency on the astral realm. What you tell people, what you do, and the information you give out takes from you. So as I'm doing this, I am giving this as a donation to you of my currency, wealth, and energy. So if y'all have any questions, let me know. So this is why I'm very protective about my energy, but you can always book a session, any type of thing with me. No, the Anunnaki are broken down into 24 classes and species. And then you have 27 subspecies. We are all Anunnaki. You have Anunnaki, Anunnakim. You got Wanakum, which is the older one, the dragon species. You have a whole bunch. So stop listening to these lies, because it's bullshit. You are a reptile. You had the oldest part of your brain, which is your fourth eye, which is the back of your head. Feel me? That is your medulla. What is it? Your medulla, your reptilian brain. That's your reptilian brain. Your reptilian brain is the oldest part of you. It is whether you choose the darkness within you, that serpent that hides. And when you raise that force of energy, I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can show y'all real quick, because it's pretty calm. Look, it was just calm. As soon as I get ready to raise my force of energy, look, it's nice and calm. When you raise your force of energy, Notice all the water right here is stagnant. See? Because you are also a mammal. You are reptilian, mammalian, simian, and feline. Look. See? When you raise your force of energy, let me see if I can catch something for you guys. Let's see if y'all can catch this. Y'all may be able to catch this frequency real quick. So, hi guys, hopefully y'all can see me. When you raise your force of energy, when you raise the serpent, okay, what you are doing is you are raising the energy at the base of your core, and you're raising that serpent up your spine, and you're allowing that serpent to go over your head. This is why they depict Buddha. This is why they depict all the enlightened beings having what? Nagas or serpents around them. This projects a hood of energy from the earth, from the primal force of the earth, and when you raise it, you become enlightened. Okay? Try to see if I can get some more, another angle or something. See, you are the realm. You are the realm. When your emotions get excited, everything around you gets excited. Notice I'm calm, everything is in a state of tranquil. But if I decide to raise my energy up, right? See? Everything is tranquil. So when you raise that Kundalini force, you're raising that energy, right? From the lower chakras, and it hits each chamber. See? And then when you start to move that energy around, that chi around, it takes a while. You start to feel this connected feeling to everything around you. That's telekinesis. Okay? There are different forms of telekinetic energy. You have aerokinesis, you have, so what they were what they were taught, the origin of the Jedi or the Jedi is you were able to combine all these kinetic energies into one, and you were allowed to become a Jedi, a Netor. You were able to move and control the forces of the earth. This was your dominion. This was your place, is to control the earth. Okay? This is why kings and lords of the earth, such as myself, come here and incarnate here to teach you the ways of the earth, because this is your dominion. This is your domain. Back in those times when I incarnated, if you were not psychic, if you could not move the earth, if you could not make grass grow with your mind, there's people in India, they're called Farkers or Farquhars or something like that. They have the ability to take a seed, move the earth, and plant it into the earth, and then watch it grow spontaneously. So understand you have these abilities, and when your 10th codon in your DNA gets activated, you begin to get immaculated and built with gold hues, imbued with gold hues. You get gold tones inside your skin. You start to light up. You start to have gold dust. This is what the gold was taken for. The Anunnaki did not come here to mine gold for slavery. We came here to mine gold because we needed that for our DNA. We needed that in order to split ourselves, in order to save the earth. So don't let them tell you that we are bad. Don't let them tell you all these false lies about the Wanakum. They are called the Wanakum, and you have Anunnaki. But we all get thrown into this umbrella of bullshit. Of bullshit. So don't let them. Gonna pour out some. It's for the ancestors. This is for the earth. Wash my hands in Florida water. So thank y'all for watching me. And I'm gonna go ahead and end this out. I got some stuff to do down here at the river, at the lake. Thank y'all for watching. Everything is nice and windy. It's a nice windy day. Great day to practice these things. You would want to practice with the wind moving than without the wind moving first if you guys are going to try to do any of those things. So thank you for watching. I am Iya Ashaya, the artist formerly known as Ink E. Don't forget to pronounce it with the click. And I'm out, guys. Nice for having everyone watch.